What's up, everybody? Okay, today's episode of Young and Restless. Oh my fucking god, Sharon. My lord, you burnt down the main house at the fucking ranch. Are you kidding me? I'm kind of happy the crazy bitch did it though, because I think the Newman Ranch needed a major remodel. Did you not see the drapes? I'm like, the drapes, the couch, everything in that fucking main house was just outdated. I'm like, damn, when was the last? I forgot when the last time they remodeled the bitch. I'm like, please remodel that house. My God, please, yo, just remodel. I've been begging for Victor to remodel that damn place. But I already know in the next couple months, Victor gonna be building the house back up. He gonna want to rebuild, of course, and hopefully remodel new furniture. Cause that blue couch and them drapes, that's a no go. This is 2012. Come on now, not 1912. Get with the times, Vic. I know that all that nasty, hideous ass furniture was Nikki idea in the past because I already know Victor don't really give a fuck about decoration and furniture and stuff like that because he barely be home. He be at the office or something. He don't care about furniture like that. We all know that. Come on now. Victor's a man who, like, I don't give a fuck about furniture. But I know what looks good. Um, okay. So, Avery. Finally, we get to see Avery's apartment, and it looks nice as fuck. Like, she's been in town now for a year, and this is like the first time in a year that we ever seen her place. Everybody was wondering, well, where the fuck was she living? I thought she was staying at the athletics club at first. That's where I always thought she was staying, because that's where every rich person staying. I know she got money. Come on now. And that brings me to my point. I am sick and tired of wealthy people always staying at the fucking athletics club, that little hotel room. What did y'all staying out of a hotel for? Y'all got millions and billions. Hey, you better go get your little penthouse until your house is done. Shit. My ass wouldn't be in and out no hotel all the time. That made me look like I'm broke. Sorry, but damn, like, just move. I'm tired of people staying there. The athletics club, people staying there, that should be for out of town guests. Anyway, um, yeah, her place is nice though. She got a nice little balcony and stuff like that, or patio, whatever it is. But it looks nice. Look like a New York. It looked like she lived in New York when she went out to the patio. Kind of looked like she lived in New York a little bit. But Phyllis, this plan that she got is just what it is. Cause I know a lot of people was like, why would Phyllis even want to go back to Nick? She should be with Ronan. I agree, but I don't think she's going back to Nick because she love him. I think she's, of course, doing this to, for the summer. Because, Summer was hurt because everything that happened, and Summer blames Phyllis for the destruction of their family and her mother and father getting a divorce, so she blamed Phyllis. So Phyllis just wants to get back in her good graces by going back to Nick. Phyllis, your daughter is, what, 16 years old now? You ain't got to stay in no fucking marriage because of your kids. That's what people do when their kids are younger. Stay in a marriage because your kids are little kids. You know what I mean? You're staying for the kid. Don't stay with your husband because your daughter is upset with you. She's 16. She's going to be upset with you if you did nothing. That's how teenage girls are. That's how teenagers are in general. They're going to be upset. What are you going to do? But why stay in a loveless, faithless marriage or because of that little snot-nosed brat? Yeah, I called her a brat because that's exactly how Summer acts. She looked more like Sharon daughter rather than Phyllis, but she got the Phyllis attitude. She looked like Sharon, but got that Phyllis attitude. A deadly combination. She's a beautiful girl, but that attitude got to go. I am so tired of little spoiled brats on this show. Like, it gets on my fucking nerves, and it's tacky, and it's outdated, like Victor's couch and them drapes. She just need to stop acting like a little fucking brat, yo. Just because your parents get a divorce. Boo-hoo, they got a divorce before. Shut up. My God, people get divorced all the time. Get the fuck over it. They're not in love with each other because I know they're not. And it's time for this Phyllis Nick bullshit to be done anyway. It's been done to death. I believe Nick needs to be back with Sharon. They had a great marriage before Cassie died. After Cassie died, the marriage just went to hell and both their lives just went to hell in a handbasket. She got crazy. He married a person that's already crazy. But I kind of, even though him and Avery don't got no chemistry, I could kind of see him with Avery because she don't come with no baggage. That's the good thing about Avery. Like when he was with Sharon and Phyllis, both of them had major baggage. But Avery don't. She ain't got no kids. I think she has been married before, but she's been divorced for years. She has no baggage. Like she got a good career. She works for Newman as their lead counsel, as their counsel, their lawyer. So I'm like, she got a nice career, a nice place to live. She got a little money. She don't need his money. She not no schemer. She don't sleep around, because the only person I really even seen her sleep with was Nick. That's like the only person she slept with since she's been in this town. She never slept. She don't sleep around. None of that. So, but the problem I have with him getting with Avery is like this. For one, that's your wife's sister. Well, your soon-to-be ex-wife. That's her sister. That's nasty. But the Newmans don't care because they're all about incest, of course. But that's just nasty to me, and it's awkward and it's weird, and it's going to be awkward for Phyllis and Summer and everybody else because that's your daughter's aunt. You're going to make your daughter's aunt her stepmother soon or something? What the fuck? Get your life. And I think that is bad if they hook up because he's just going to turn her crazy just like he did Sharon. Sharon wasn't already crazy. But after Cassie died and him cheating with Phyllis, that made her crazy. It turned her life around. And Phyllis, well, she was already crazy when he married her. I think she just got a hell of a lot crazier as the marriage went on. But that's my girl, though. I like a little crazy. But I just don't want to see him damage Avery. Like, I don't want to see her damage her personality. Like, I feel like if they get married, he's going to be stuck between Phyllis and Sharon again, and it's going to ruin their potential relationship or potential marriage. And Avery, that's my girl. A lot of people calling her a bitch, saying she need to stop going after her sister husband. First of all, you know how many times she turned Nick down in the past couple of weeks? Him making little advances towards her and stuff like that. She's been turning him down. When they hooked up a few months ago, that was when him and Phyllis were broken up. So it don't count. I think she got a little bit of feelings for him, but she was willing to put aside her feelings for her sister, and I respect that. Because at least she ain't no skank ass hoe, because any other bitch would have been did it. Any other bitch would have been did that. Come on now, they wouldn't give a fuck. They don't care. They would have been trying to get with him, but Avery didn't. So I don't see how anybody could be upset with Avery. It's Nick, who's the hoe of Genoa City. I mean, come on, like any chick that come to Genoa City, he banging. Diane, soon as she came back, he banged her at the ranch. Fucking skeezer. But anyway, as far as Victor is concerned, him trying to make his kids fight for the company, I think that's mainly based on what Catherine said to him before. What Catherine had said to him, I think, yesterday's episode. I think because Catherine told him, don't worry about what you don't have. Start focusing on what you do have. And I mean, you got a loving family, you got kids, you got grandkids, you got Nikki back, you got your money, your health. Focus on those things. Don't focus on Newman no more. I mean, come on, like, if I agree with this, because, you know what, I don't think he should fight for it. I think this should be up to Nick, Victoria, and Abby. Even though she's not going to be around much longer, but still, this is up to them. This is their legacy. He built Newman Enterprises solely for them and for his grandchildren and great-grandchildren and children after that. He wants Newman to be around forever for them, for the family. That's why he built the company. He spent 30 years building that company. A multi-billion-dollar global enterprise he built by himself. Anytime somebody ever tried to take over the company and become the new CEO, it was always Victor that got it back. So I think now is the time for the kids to get it back. Why is it always on Victor's shoulders to fight for the company and get it back? No. Let them get it back. They're grown adults. Let them get it back. Because if they don't fight and get the company back, what's going to happen, God forbid, if Victor ever died one day and they do lose the company? Then what they're going to do? They wouldn't even know how to begin to get the company back if they don't learn how to do it now. So I think it's a damn good lesson Victor trying to teach them in the process. And in the process, for some dumb reason, he's trying to test their loyalty to him, which I don't understand. Why are you continuously trying to test their loyalty? When you were gone and Sharon was running the company, they've been very loyal to you. They've been doing everything they could to get that banshee out of your company. That's loyalty. You know they got loyalty. Victoria stayed on that Newman when Victor came back because out of love and loyalty to him. She wasn't even planning on staying once he got back, but she stayed. As a board member and as a corporate executive, she chose to stay. So, but I kind of agree with Victor on that note. Nikki, girl, change that fucking outfit. You look like an old maid with that. Why are they dressing Nikki like that? She normally be dressing fabulous. Like, she look good. She's still in her 50s. She young. She look gorgeous for her age. And I'm like, why do y'all dress her like that? I just did not like that little outfit she had on. That was, oof. You should, that outfit just make you look like you about 10 years older rather than 10 years younger, how you should be looking. But, why don't you just tell Victor about the fucking ranch? Just tell him that it burned up. What the fuck? Just tell him. He gonna find out eventually, so just tell him. Yeah, and it was funny how Victor told her to go home, get in a comfortable bed, and get some rest. I'm like, what home? Y'all ain't got no fucking home. Sharon burnt it. What home you got? I'm like, wow. Adam, I am so not feeling Adam right now. You gotta sit there and fucking lie to your wife or Sharon of all people. I know a lot of people want him to get back with Sharon. Mainly, I don't give a fuck. Well, technically I do because I don't want him with Sharon. That relationship is done. She's the one that broke up with him a couple months ago. He shouldn't do shit for her. Remember how she was treating him when she was the CEO of Newman? Look how she was treating him. Like horse shit. The fuck, when he was on her side, trying to help her. Why are you helping her? She needs to focus on her. If you really want to help her, put her back in Fairview. She needs psychological help. I mean, she's damaged, like, and that's mainly because of Cassie's death, the rape that happened to her all those years ago, Nick fucking her over. She needs psychological help, and she never really got the help that she deserved and the help she needed. Get her some fucking help. That way she can start the process of getting her life back on track, for crying out loud. But if he continue this bullshit, you already know Chelsea gonna find out what's going on between him and Sharon. So if anything further go on between him and Sharon, I want to remind Adam, when you married Chelsea, there was no prenup, which means she can get ownership of that house. She can get half of everything you got. You better be careful, young boy. You're not a fool, but I think you were a fool for marrying without a prenup. I don't care if it was the love of my life. You're signing a prenuptial agreement because no marriage lasts forever. I've seen people who've been married for 40 years and got a divorce. So I'm like, yeah, you might want to prepare for the future, homeboy. Anyway, I think Avery should go with Paul. Because him and Nina are fucking boring together. She like a little fat toad. I can't stand her. The way she used to get on Ronan and ask about him and Phyllis. Bitch, you got a son who don't even want nothing to do with you. Go sit your little fat ass down. He don't even want to be your son. He don't never be pleasant to her. He don't be nice to her. He don't nothing. So why don't you go waddle your ass somewhere else? Hooker. I can't stand her. And mind you, I'm talking about Nina even though she wasn't in this episode, but I feel like it. Remember how she slept around with a bunch of Victoria ex-husbands? I ain't gonna name no names, but I suggest y'all Google it and go to Wikipedia. Notice the guys on the romances side and notice the guys that Victoria married. Nina slept with, I think, both of them. Anyway, I'm out. I'll see y'all all tomorrow.